Mr. Madhav Singh, this is to inform you that the East Coast Mall in Chennai has been hijacked.
இப்படி ஒருத்தன் உள்ள இருக்கும்போது மால் ஹைஜாக் பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்?
பயமா இருக்கா? இதுக்கப்புறம் இன்னும் பயங்கரமா இருக்கும்.
நான் சொல்றேன்ல, இஸ் a fucking beast. Launch.
இந்த படத்தை எப்படி விஜய் ஒத்துக்கிட்டாருன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. செகண்ட் ஹாஃப் கதையெல்லாம் கேட்டு நெல்சன் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பாடம் கத்துக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம். ரஜினி வச்சு என்ன குடும்பம் பண்ண போறாருன்னு தெரியல.
Movies like this make me wonder how much debt India is in right now.
என்ன படங்க பார்த்தோம்?
வேஸ்ட் படம் தான் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தோம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் ஓகேங்க, நல்லா இருந்தது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் போனதே தெரியல. டிபிக்கலான விஜய் மூவியில் எப்படி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் இருக்குமோ அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தது. செகண்ட் ஹாஃப் வந்து மேபி ஸ்க்ரீன் பிளே எப்படி கொண்டு போவேன்னு தெரியாமல், அது எப்படி முடிக்கணும்னு தெரியாமல் எங்கெங்கேயோ கொண்டு போயிட்டேன். கடைசியில் யார் சொன்னாங்கன்னு தெரியல. ஜெட்டை வச்சு ஒரு ஃபைட் சீன், ஸ்டன் சீன்ஸ், இதெல்லாம் ஆக்ஷன் சீன்லாம் பண்ணி அது நம்புற மாதிரியே இல்லை. எப்படா படம் முடியுன்ற மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் இட்ஸ் குட், ஓகே, டிபிக்கல் விஜய் மூவி. செகண்ட் ஹாஃப் வந்து தெரியல, அது நெல்சன் மூவியாகவும் இல்லை, விஜய் மூவியாகவும் இல்லை, எதுவுமே இல்லாமல் கடைசியில் நான் நண்பர்லாம் தூங்கிட்டாரு.
தூங்கிட்டாங்க, கடைசியில் தூங்கிட்டாங்க. காமெடி சீன்ஸ்லாம் நல்லா இருந்துச்சுங்க, அதெல்லாம் முடிச்சு.
அதான் டிபிக்கலாக சொல்கிற மாதிரி சொன்னால், மற்ற ரிவ்யூஸ்லாம் பார்த்த வரைக்கும் சொன்ன மாதிரி விஜய் மூவினா விஜயோட ட்ரேட்மார்க் டான்ஸு, காமெடிஸ் அண்ட் ரொமான்ஸ் சீன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கணும். அது எதுவும் இல்லாமல் ஒரு மாதிரியாக படம் வந்து எந்த எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷனையும் ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணாத மாதிரி போயிடுச்சு. அவ்வளோதான்.
ஒன்றும் சொல்கிறது இல்லைங்க. எதுவும் சொல்கிறதுக்கு இல்லைங்க, அவ்வளோதான்.
Hello, I'm Minushree.
And I'm Navina.
And today we're going to be reviewing the movie Beast. Beast stars Vijay and it recently just released, actually on Tamil New Year, April 14th. This movie is directed by Nelson and they both are very well-known people in the Tamil movie industry. Vijay, a lot of people are coming to watch this movie for Vijay, and we just want to go ahead and tell you it's obviously not as great as we had hoped, but lots of Vijay movies are not as good as we want them to be lately. So here we do have a story that we thought the movie tickets had sold out because we went to go watch this in the theater, and actually there was a funny story behind it, which I'm going to probably say if you understand.
What the heck is interesting?
Okay, well basically what happened was they were not able to fill up the movie theaters, and so therefore they had to mark shows as sold out, which just shows, it goes to show that not many people wanted to watch this movie, because though Vijay is able to garner...
The reviews online weren't very
Yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, but you know, Vijay was able to garner lots of, like, people who come to the movies are coming for Vijay, not really the movie. But anyway, the movie is about like terrorism. It's about this event happens where there is a hijack on a mall, and about like 150 people are held hostage, and Vijay is one of them, and he's an ex-RAW agent. RAW, which is Resource Analysis Wing in the Indian Army. So Navina can talk about the intro of the movie.
Oh yeah, basically the reason he's a former RAW agent is because he shoots a bomb. He aims a bomb at somebody they're trying to kill, and in the process the RAW agents he's talking to don't tell him that there's a kid in the vicinity, and he kills the kid on accident. It's not his fault, but so he resigns from it because he's not okay with that.
And he gives him PTSD, and we get to see that just as he tries to live like a normal life. And then we learn about Pooja Hegde, who's the heroine. First of all, she's like really fun. She was super unconventional of a hero. She like wasn't she was like, I mean, she clearly wanted to be in like a relationship with Vijay so she can get out of her engagement with like her fiance, which her parents made her do. And so she's super unconventional, her character. Like really feisty and really like bold, and so I love that about her. I do wish they casted a Tamil girl in a Tamil movie. I would have liked to see a Tamil heroine. When you're watching Hindi movies, they cast Hindi heroines. No, like Pooja Hegde is like
Yeah, I don't think
she's not Tamil. Like she's not Tamil. I think she's North Indian, but it's just I would rather. I think the smart choice is to cast Tamil hero. That just seems right. Why would you cast someone of a different region or like a different place in your own movie? That means you're not favoring your own Tamil people. So next time, cast a Tamil heroine. But yeah, but Pooja Hegde, other than that, did a great job. She's very, very bold. I like her character a lot. There's a lot of lovable characters in the movie.
Oh yeah,
Lots of famous like comedians in the movie. Which, by the way, comedy in the movie was like probably a 10 out of 10. Like,
the comedy was the best part of the movie. The rest was like way low though. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Like content wise, I'd give it like a 7. Like it wasn't. I mean, it was creative, but it just kind of dragged. It dragged the movie. But yeah, we have. I don't know what his name is, but there's a Watchman character, and he's like so fun. I don't know what his name is, but he's like a Tamil actor. He's like old, but I loved his character. I think I'd like to see him in more movies. We also had like Yogi Babu, and then the small guy.
That new, you'll know who we're talking about. That one new comedian who always has his mouth open and looks odd.
Some Kingsley or something.
Yeah, something Kingsley. And then we have the other guy with the weird mouth. Like it's just
They all have weird mouths.
lots of weird comedians that we have. But actually, what's weird is those comedians didn't stand out all that much to me. They didn't use Kingsley as I thought.
Yeah.
I wanted them to use. Like they barely did. The guy who stood out to me was the Watchman character. He's pretty good. He was funny. Who's old. It was just a funny joke. So I think comedy-wise, the movie had done really, really well.
I mean, obviously some of the hype was cool, but at one point it just got so hyped up, and I'm not even talking about the ending.
It's a Vijay movie. It's gonna be hyped. The ending, by the way, is crap.
There was this one point where he like kept on twirling the gun. Okay, he twirled it, and it wasn't attached to his arm in any way, and he was like twirling it like without the trigger and without holding the trigger. So it was like just like.
I do have to say, like the beginning scene with like all the fighting and like
It was
all that.
it dragged.
I know that was creative.
Really?
No, I actually liked that.
I thought it dragged.
Like
It was really long.
there was a so usually fight scenes are static and you just see like a wide shot, but this fight scene was like tracking. It was showing Vijay like doing all these things. So I thought it was pretty cool. I thought cinematography wise, the movie is really, really well done. Like really establishes the setting of each part, establishes the mall, and then the area in Pakistan which he resides in, and then Chennai. So I really liked the cinematography. I just think it was wasted on this movie because I mean, really good cinematographer, but I mean, you did amazing cinematography, but the movie plot just did nothing like lived up to it. That's what I think. So, frankly, cinematography is my job. I think cinematography was good.
Also, I think there's this whole trend with actors who get like more and more famous. They somehow lose their skill in acting. If that makes sense. Like we can say this with many actors. I'm not going to name them because that would get political. But no, it happened with Vijay. He used to be a very good actor. Now he's kind of mediocre. I'll be honest.
I think he let the hype get to him. He's still a great actor. He just let the hype get to him.
No, I get he was trying to act like a robot in this one, and that was pretty good. He acted like a robotic person, but still.
Yeah.
No, I think he was supposed to, and I think that was part of the script. He's like very.
You're talking about music.
Oh yeah, there were like 2 songs, and they were good songs.
Oh yeah, the entire movie, the hype for this movie was the Arabic Kutte song. So people were seeing that song before the actual movie, and so that was like an interesting tactic. It was decent. I mean, I think the dance choreography for those songs was pretty good. It was very different. I have not seen something like that. And Vijay, even though he's like 45, like he could still dance really well. So I think that was
we have to give him credit.
Pooja Hegde was really good at dancing, by the way. So I think if people cast her, they should know that she's a great dancer. But yeah, there weren't too many songs, so that was
like the main story was that basically this mall got hijacked, and this former Raw agent just happened to be in this mall. It just happened. Yeah. So yeah, it got hijacked by a bunch of terrorists, and all these people were stuck inside, and the entire movie they were just trying to get them out.
It just seemed kind of unrealistic because you had hijackers just walking around the mall, some going to the bathroom, some like shopping. It was very weird. Like it was a weird thing.
No, they were all dressed up as Santa.
Yeah. It was interesting logic. Interesting. I do think just plot-wise, the movie really could have done better. It's supposed to be thriller, but it wasn't. It didn't live up to that.
So probably the worst part of this movie was the ending. Like we were talking to the people in the movie theater, like none of them liked the ending. Most of the movie.
He's in a fighter jet, and he's like, Okay, so the spoiler, but honestly, do you even care that I give you a spoiler? At this point, I'll spoil it.
If I had to if I had to recommend the movie or not, I wouldn't, because there's like a lot more like this. I mean,
there are so many good Vijay movies you can watch. This is not one.
There's some really good Vijay movies.
And not just Vijay. Lots of good movies with other actors, not just for not just because they're famous actors. But I do think, like in the end, he captures the terrorist, and then he like brings him in a fighter jet, and literally that scene was like Star Wars at this point. Like it was just cheesy.
But like bad Star Wars.
It was bad. It was not good. There was one point where like 2 missiles hit head on. That's not the amount of trajectory and mathematics you need to do to get that to happen. Like it's just weird.
That will not happen by chance.
Yes, exactly. It was just unrealistic. So I hated the ending.
And the floating gun.
Frankly,
I will never get over.
Frankly, that ending, I'm giving it 0. There was nothing interesting in it about it whatsoever. Suppose we didn't have that stupid fighter jet ending, and instead like it just ended at him releasing everyone in the mall. Surprise! It's Vijay. Of course, he releases everyone from the mall. Suppose
not a single person gets hurt. Oh my god! Actually, no, that one lady died. Yeah, there was this one old lady who kept on complaining, and it was really funny because there's always this one old lady complaining in every single movie that is Tamil, and they shot the lady. And it felt like they shot every lady like that in every Tamil movie.
No, this is quite funny. But yeah, suppose they didn't get the fighter jet scene, I think I would give this movie like a 7 out of 10. That's just
but like the last scene, like just
this last scene
ruined it. So like 6.
I do want to say something. There's a Kannada movie called KGF Chapter 2, which just released alongside with Beast, and people are giving better reviews for that. And I actually wanted to go see KGF. I have not yet seen Chapter 1, but obviously we'll see that, and my dad will probably force us to review that, so definitely wait for that in the future. But that movie is getting like really good, like it's getting good hype, and that, I mean, the Kannada film industry isn't as successful as the Tamil film industry because they don't release like movies that become hits all that often as Tamil people do. But now it's like a big controversy because we have Vijay, who basically is one of the he's one of the most crucial actors in the Tamil industry, like film industry, and so he's basically disappointing his fans because it's, frankly, this movie is
crucial to the public. The people who are not in like the filming field. Would think if they thought about Tamil actors, they think. Like,
frankly, where else I see this is Rajini, like Rajini movies, like they have no content whatsoever, and Rajini overhype is what kills those movies. Maybe they have more plot than Vijay movies, but Rajini's hype is what kills it. Like it's bad, and I can say the same for some Dhanush movies. Same thing. It's just the hype that kills it, and not just the hype, the lack of plot. So you have all this money wasted because this film is so they're shot in a mall. There's so many there's so much CG of mall getting destroyed. It's all set. There's so much money wasted, and you have a movie that's utter flop. So it's gonna just affect people in the future. Because now when I see a Vijay movie, people are not gonna want to watch it.
Yeah, movies like this make me wonder how much debt India is in right now.
But yeah, I think overall though, we're gonna give it a 6 out of 10, and that is generous of us. Seriously, because I mean, I watched it in the movie theater. Maybe that's what made it better. I'm trying to watch all the new Indian release movies in the movie theater now. I'm the one, by the way, who does that for our family. But I'm trying to make sure we do that. Last movie we watched like that was RRR, which you should watch the movie review for. But that
you should also watch.
That was a wonderful movie, excellent movie. 3 hours. I think it didn't even feel that long. This movie was also 3 hours, or close to 3 hours. Just a waste. At one point, the intermission happened, and I was like, I just want to leave. I was like,
is that really why you wanted to leave? Let's be real. We were in a movie theater, and Judy had
and Judy drank too much drink.
Judy drank too much Coke. But, anyway.
Even RRR, if I drank a lot of Coke and I needed to go to the bathroom or something, I would want to finish the movie and then go.
Okay, that's cool. That's nice.
No, but Beast, I saw intermission and I was like, I just want to go. I'm done. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that exciting or anything. I'm hoping it gets better though. So 6 out of 10, that's what we're giving. You guys don't watch this movie. If you have faith in our Tamil industry, please don't watch this movie. I have faith in our Tamil industry. I don't want to see movies like this again. Please,
you're gonna see about 20 more of these.
There needs to be actual content because it's giving a bad name. Because India is the top producer in movies worldwide, if anything, Tamil Nadu is one of the top in our country itself, and we're not giving ourselves a good name. At this point, we're doing movies for the sake of producing movies and not for the sake of producing content. It's so much quantity over quality. And obviously, we know that quality should matter. So, therefore, we don't recommend this movie. We want to see better in the Tamil industry, especially as Tamilians. We want to see better. You know, we want better representation. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching so much.
Yes.
Say something. Like
Yeah, you said all of it.
Okay.
Shut your mouth. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.